Yes, indeed, folks, time for the Cataclysm Q&A. As much as I would love to do another mail segment, I just don't have the energy left. So, I've done 2 videos today, 1 interview. If you want to know what the interview's for, I interviewed the CD Projekt guys about The Witcher 2. Tons of cool info. That's going to be going up, and I've got loads of footage as well for videos. It's going to be so good! Sorry, I'm excited. It's really cool. And yeah, I'm preparing to do the whole Amnesia thing. Yes, I'm going to play Amnesia tomorrow night. In the dark. Someone gifted me the full version of this, which is good, because apparently the demo's not all that scary. So what I've been asked is to go all the way through it until I get to a place called the Archives. And then I'm going to try and last 30 minutes in the Archives. And I'm going to video that. It's going to be at night, it's going to be dark, and I'm going to use a camera with a night vision capability. Supposedly it has it anyway, it's quite an old one. And I'm going to film my reactions to it, and I'm going to put that in the corner of the video. It's going to be so much fun. I am terrible when it comes to horror games. I'm so bad with horror games. I can't deal with it, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that one works out. It's going to be great. I would love to do it live, I don't have the internet for it. And honestly, if I did it live, then I can't put it on YouTube, which is dumb. So anyway. What else has been going on? Well, it looks like we are about to do some Cataclysm Q&A. And you can send them in over the last 15 minutes of the show. Send them over IRC, over Twitter, or to themurloc@gmail.com. That is themurloc@gmail.com. Now, this question is coming from, like, everybody, so I'm not going to credit anyone to it. TB, what do you think about the fact that it's going to cost 250 gold to do so-called warm weather flying, as in Azerothian navigation is what it's actually called? It's 250 gold. Get over it. I don't know what they were saying with that, and I don't know why people expected that they wouldn't have some kind of gold sync, but yeah, they have some kind of gold sync. Okay, there you go. So, meh. I don't really care, honestly. I don't care in the slightest as to whether or not there is a cost of some description. Come on. 250 gold. Seriously. By the way, guys, if there's people complaining about the random audio in the tiny chat, just mute everybody. It's not that hard. Just go to the little windows and just click on mute. Actually, you can just go to mute your speakers. Go to the top, you'll see this little microphone. Click mute your speakers. Problem solved. There you go. But yeah, 250 gold is nothing. Who cares? Really. They're going to have gold sinks. It's as simple as that. Okay, here's the Q&A, starting off right here. My question is this. This one comes from Ben Newton. In terms of what you have seen and experienced in the beta, how would you describe Cataclysm in a way that would inspire people who have never played World of Warcraft to join the game? Oh, that's really hard, man. Why did I start with that? Kind of was like, what do you think of the new Goblin mount? You know, wouldn't that would be nice and easy? But no, I've got to do something a little bit philosophical. Well. So. Okay. It's a really cool MMO with a lot of different choices and a really epic feel to it. It doesn't demand too much of your time. You're going to enjoy the leveling up process. You're going to see loads of cool stuff. You're going to see loads of unique quests. You're going to get a little bit of PvP in there. You're just going to have a complete package. I think that's the best way to describe it to someone that's never played Warcraft before, or who may have played an MMO before at some point. You are going to get the complete package. It might not have the best everything, but what it does, it's got good everything, basically, now. Wrath, I couldn't have said that for, but with this, yeah, I'd say Cataclysm has good everything. It's not necessarily the best everything, but it's good everything across the board. And it's really easy to get into. And it's colourful. Who can complain about that? Oh, that's huge. I can't answer that. You can't be serious. Wow. Okay. Question. Regarding Outlands and Northrend, have they undergone any significant changes apart from the loading screens? Not really. Outland, definitely not. Northrend, I believe there's a few references to the fact that it isn't Arthas the Lich King anymore. I haven't gone there and actually quested. That's the thing. I've actually got to go and... I would have to go and quest in Northrend in order to get those answers for you. Which I could do, I just would rather shoot myself in the face. But yeah. I do understand the concern, though, that you have to then go to, after level 58, go to the Dark Portal and do the stuff there. It's non-ideal, isn't it? I do think they have to do something to hype that up, because otherwise you've got 8 levels or so that just suck in comparison to all the other stuff which doesn't. I don't know, it's difficult. I think they've got too much confidence in their TBC question, which they really shouldn't. I mean, I'm okay with Wrath being the way it is. Maybe just change a few lore references here and there, because the questing in Wrath was actually pretty good. But TBC, no. TBC sucked in terms of questing. The raiding was great, but the questing, no way. No way. Garbage. Okay. What else do we have? Dear Total Biscuit, my name is Shiv. Well, your parents must have really hated you. I was wondering how far do you think we'll have to go until patch 4.0 comes out? And what do you think they will do to existing Wrath the Lich King raid bosses once 4.0 comes out? Do you think they'll be nerfed again? No, they won't. They absolutely won't. So... Sorry, just give me 1 second. Here we go. Right. They're not going to nerf them because they already did. The 30% nerf has already happened. Didn't you notice? It was that stacking buff that was given to you over the course of a few months. That was what actually happened. So you don't have to have that again. Why would you have that again? You double nerf the content? Yeah, 60% buff to health and damage and healing across the board. Right. Let's trivialize everything, shall we? God, that would be terrible. No, they're not going to do that. As to when 4.0 comes out, I don't know. Probably about a month before Cataclysm. I'm still saying Cataclysm late November, so I would suggest 4.0 is going to come out around the time of BlizzCon. That'll be my theory at any rate. What else do we have? Quite a few. Have you tested Archaeology? It only just came out today. So no, I'm going to do a video on it later tonight if I have the energy. Hopefully I will. Because I want to find out what's all about it. What in Azeroth is the Worgen Mount? Nobody knows, because it's not in the game yet. The Goblin Mount is, and that big Lion Mount is, as you saw in my latest videos, but no, there is no Worgen Mount in it right now, and I don't know what it's going to be. I don't have a clue. Stefan asks, what do you think of Curtain of Frost, PvP ability, and also needs a way larger particle effect, because I can't even bloody see the thing. Curtain of Frost is such a pathetic effect, you can't imagine. It's this tiny little blue line on the floor. You don't even see what it is. I never use it in PvE. What do you think of the new Goblin Mount? And I like the way the character's actually holding the steel. It's cool, man. It's neat. I don't see why people would complain about it, but of course they're going to whine about anything. I just want to see Tauren on them. Seriously, it's the best Tauren mount, because it's going to be so tiny. Yeah, it's going to be like one of those little Mechana Striders with a Draenei on it. Yeah, it's going to be like that, only with Tauren and his tiny little tricycle. So good. Alright, okay, what else have we got? Dear host of shows, nothing. Well, that was a great question. Thank you very much. Dear host of shows!
You dare look upon the host of souls! I shall devour you all!
I'm sure. Dear host of shows, I would like to get your opinion on what the best race is besides trolls. There is no best race besides trolls. What are you talking about? Are you asking for the second best race? All the others. What else have we got? Do you think it would I ever do public raids or runs for fans to play with you? Maybe, actually, maybe. Here's the thing, right? Back when we did WoW Radio, we did a lot of fan and community guilds, and they almost always fell apart really badly. I mean, I'm going to be inviting community members to trollface.jpg, but people have got to understand that with trollface.jpg, I'm going to be raiding with a certain core of people, and I will try to get involved in other stuff, but I'm there to raid. I'll happily have a community based around trollface.jpg, but people have got to understand I'm not going to necessarily play with them all the time. Will I do fan raids? I might. If people really want to get the ear end of my terrible raging when you screw up. I don't see why you'd want to, but hey. I might do it, maybe. Honestly, I think it's more likely to have community events along the lines of playing stuff like, for instance, if you're in the UK right now, if you go to shop2.net, you can buy a game called Section 8 for £2.80, and that's on PC. We'll probably have an event for that. So if you want to go to shop2.net, if you're in the UK, go buy, I think you can order in Europe as well, go buy Section 8, and we're going to have a community event based around that, because that looks kind of neat. But yeah, we mostly just do gaming in general on Cynical Brit Vent, and you should go and hang out there. And don't be scared if people get cynical, just, you've got to lurk for a while. Seriously, you can't just go on and say, hi guys, what's going on? Because the established group there is going to go, what the, who the hell are you? You got to lurk for a while. Understand what people do and don't try to force yourself into a community that's quite established. But hey, there you go. What will be the best PvP and PvE classes? No such thing. I'm sorry, there is no such frickin' thing. I don't know enough about the classes to even make that judgment. They want to make it so that they're all viable. And from what I can tell from the talents, they're getting there. Dear TB, what do you think about the return of actual... Do you think the return of actual hard raid content in Cataclysm will happen? And will we see a return of the Dungeon Master podcast? Maybe. Maybe. The thing about Dungeon Master is the Dungeon Master was in a time when hard modes didn't exist, so the format's going to have to change. What you're going to see is a video series. People keep asking, are you going to do WoW videos afterwards? Yeah. I am going to do WoW videos afterwards. I'm going to do something, well, I'm going to do a daily diary kind of thing, and I'm also going to do something called Rage Leader, which is going to be raid guides. I'd say it's a persona, but anyone that's ever raided with me knows that it isn't. It's going to be raid guides in a very bombastic and very loud style, so... Will Dungeon Master Podcast come back? It might, yeah, it might. And those of you who wondered where the vent is, cynicalbit.com/community. It's not that hard. TB, I've got a question for you. It's come from Malcolm Pickett. Which zone do you like better, Oldham or the Twilight Highlands? Oldham. So much freaking Oldham. Because I just love the Egyptian theme and the Persian theme and the Arabian theme going on there. Yeah, absolutely. Always Oldham. Lord Biscuit, will you ever stream WoW? Maybe at some point when I get proper internet, I might, but not now, because it would look like crap, and honestly, I prefer putting stuff on YouTube, because more people can watch it that way, and I can make it look better. Have Blizzard overhauled Silithus yet? No. Is High Lord Dimitrian still hiding out in the northwest corner? I have no idea who you're talking about. I can't remember. It's been 4 years since I was back in Silithus. No, they haven't overhauled Silithus yet, really. I'll go back and have a look at it once they have. Hey TB, love your work. Wondering if you can answer a quick question about the beta. I understand that things have changed and things might not be finished, but have any of the racial abilities changed yet for the older races? No, they have not. Simple answer for that. And that is hopefully going to be happening very soon, because I want to see what they do with it. They need to bring everything up to the level of Goblin and Worgen, because if they don't, well, people are going to whine for nerfs, and that would suck. Just wondering, is there anything implemented into the beta that will stop, say, a group of Alliance characters flying into Orgrimmar and destroying everyone on PvP servers? Well, the fact that people won't be PvP flagged, for one thing, because you're in a Horde territory. Even on PvP servers, that actually counts. But right now, not really. I've flown over Stormwind and not got shot at. I would imagine they're going to put something in there to prevent that from happening. They kind of have to. But I haven't seen anything yet. What else have we got? Do you think Blizz should up the experience again from quests and mobs encounter now that there are so many levels? They kind of already have, as far as I'm concerned. They're scaling everything so that it makes sense. You're not going to have any of this downtime whereby you don't have any real content to play. So, yeah, I think that's already happening. Is it going to speed things up? A little. But the thing is that now the leveling content's actually kind of enjoyable. The questing's a little bit better. So, that's okay. That's cool. And honestly, I just do a little bit of leveling there. It's fun. Guys, I think I'm done, honestly. Oh, no, one last question. What do you think about the Tier 11? I'll tell you what I think about the Tier 11. The same thing I thought about the Tier 7. It freaking blows! But what are you expecting? Seriously. What are you expecting? Tier 4 sucked, Tier 7 sucked, and Tier 1 sucked. Why would Tier 11 not suck? It's starter gear, for God's sake. You can't have something that's amazing, because then what are you going to do later on? Well, okay, you wear this gear and everything within 10 miles explodes. GG. My name has been Turtle Biscuit. I don't have a curry and then make videos, because that's just how I roll. As always, you guys have been a wonderful audience, except the guys that haven't. You suck. But most of you have been a wonderful audience. Shout out time, ladies and gents. Get them in to the Murloc@gmail.com. That is the Murloc@gmail.com. You can also send them over IRC chat. I'm not taking them via Tiny Chat because it lags too much. So yeah, while I wait for those, I'm going to go through the cam wall, as I always do. Persis, can you tell me what exactly that is behind you? I'm very intrigued by the neon thing that you have there. That's very cool. What is it? So please tell me in the chat what that actually is, because that's pretty damn awesome. Murden has a Baneling. That's so cool. Where do I get these Banelings? Where do I get these damn Banelings? Because I would love a Baneling. I would wear it on my head, man. Oh, he's going to show us. Persis going to show us what it is. He turned it off. I can't see it now. You're doing it wrong, Persis. I'm not impressed at all. Oh. I wanted to know what that was. It was the cool glowy thing, man. Oh, well, maybe he'll tell me. Maybe he will tell me. I hope to know. Yes, Foxy, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you've not been swamped with creepy yet, although I have a feeling you probably have. Cammy, what are you wearing on your head? I'm not digging the ethnic thing you've got going on here, I'm afraid. Looks like you're wearing a bloody lampshade. Cackler. There is a distinct lack of cackling going on here. I am not impressed. That needs to be rectified post-haste. Guest 5827, aka The Finn. You have a mask for every occasion. He's done his Worgen transform here. It's pretty damn impressive. He's got the hair and everything. And a little bowler hat. Finn's rapidly becoming one of my favourite cam whores. Fallen Cypher. Why do you have a sheriff's badge in your hand? Why are you wearing a parrot? Why is the parrot wearing a hat? Please explain all of this to me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to think anymore, guys. Arani, possibly one of the most metal people I've seen in our channel for a very long time. Him and Nagranol. Oh, yeah. Representing, what can I say? Dark Lady is brave to come back for a second week. Extremely brave. Although I could totally understand why she'd want to try and obscure as much of her face as possible from the creepy-ass fanboys we've got in here. Metal nonetheless, yes. You are braver than I. That's all I can say. King, you've got this nasty, cheesy grin. Are you wearing those stupid rap glasses? I am not digging that at all. You are not cool. You are not ghetto in any respect. I cannot respect that, homeboy. And who the hell's this Total Biscuit guy? Richard Deadzone. He's like 13, I've been told. I'm surprised he's even here without it warping his fragile little mind. I don't actually rate, by the way, this show for anyone under the age of 18. Is he playing a ukulele? Is that a freaking ukulele? I've never seen anything like that. That's so silly. It's like, it's a mini fan with a mini guitar. That's so cool. He's never coming back. Right, shout out time. First things first, shout out to Ralph. He set up the backup Cynical chat. We're probably going to be implementing that as the proper Cynical chat. So thank you, Ralph, for that. Sorry for killing your server. Shout out for Michael Jensen for killing Lich King 25 for the first time. Well done. That's a lot of spam. Is it worth changing my druid to a troll? Of course it's worth changing your druid to a troll. A shout out to Angelo and my Led Zeppelin cap. Owen, have you realised Angelo's a man yet? I just want to make sure you've gotten this into your head. What do you think about the Arthur's fight? I think that's not a shout out. What else do we have? Shout out to Liberated on DMF. 1 tank, 6 healers for Valethia. 25 heroic. That's too easy, obviously. Shout out to Darkonian for the first Kingslayer. Or for doing it for the first time. Impressive. Most impressive. A shout out to Zor from Red. That's from Aradnel. A shout out to the lovely YouTube trolls that are obviously jealous. Hate's gonna hate, man. Troller's gonna troll. At the end of the day, you wanna know what that sounds like? It sounds like cha-ching. Hi, GB. I'd like a shout out to my guild, Daisho, on the German server Eridar. That's from Swaz. You may indeed. Are you all smiles und sunshine? That is what I would like to know. A shout out to Devastator666DevilSpawn. What? Really? Really? Hate for the hate machine. That's from Lego. Oh my god. That is the worst name I've heard all week. Shout out to La Danse Macabre on Defias Brotherhood. That's from LXJ. He's one of the old school Blue Please guys. Hells to the yeah. A shout out to Mojo McMuffin for not getting my shout out through. Haha! Reversal! You never saw that coming, did you? A shout out to the critical beta testers. Or in this case, the Crishial beta testers. I need to be critical of your shout out now. Learn to spell! God damn it, guys. You embarrass yourselves and me. Read me! A shout out to Josh with my new epic Q sound, Charmy. Yes, I did just say, where is my soundboard? And also... yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A shout out to Fallen Cypher's Epic Parrot for being just epic. That's from Leon Skirfield. A shout out to Steve, the guy that sometimes comes on Cynical Vent and doesn't talk. He can talk, you know. Don't mind Krezra, he's just a moody bitch. He's like perma-PMS. Shout out to the Water Elementals in Twilight Highlands for annihilating my paladin over and yes again a single elemental. Isn't it awesome? Mobs can kill you now. Hallelujah. About bloody time, Blizzard, and that's a good time to end it. My name's been Total Biscuit. You've been listening to Blue Please. Thank you ever so much for watching my YouTube videos, for visiting the site. You are all epic. Yes, I did just say. Except some of you who are vendor trash, and you know who you are. How do we end the show? How do we end the show? How the hell do you think we end the show? We ended with metal! You love metal. Oh, do I have that Zimmer's Hole track? I don't. I need to get it. I need to get that bloody track again. If anyone can send me This Is Metal by Zimmer's Hole, I'd be very much appreciative of that, by the way. Okay. We'll end it with something else instead. But what is the question? But what? 2 Lives Worth of Reckoning sounds good from Soilwork. Let's do that, and maybe something else. Thank you for listening. Check out the rest of the shows when they do happen. Yeah, Swag's got a pregnant wife. He's not very available right now. We're going to try and get a show out. Yeah, check out the rest of the stuff at cynicalbrit.com. Check out youtube.com/DrHalibut, of course. And, of course, subscribe to my Twitter if you want updates. It's all good. Thank you. Metal time. Every time is metal time here on Blue Please. Good night.